Radio. DA1 Radio. DA1 Radio. DA1 Radio. DA1 Radio. Basta all hits, all Pinoy. Kahit nasaan ka man ito'y mapapakinggan. DA1 Radio, DA1 Radio. 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 DA1 Radio, DA1 Radio.
O Diyos, aming Ama, ang lahat ng nilalang ay marapat na sumamba sa iyo. Higit sa iyong mga biyaya, sinasamba ka namin dahil ikaw ay ikaw. Lumalapit kami sa iyo, dakilang tagapaglikha, nagsusumamo at humihingi ng kapatawaran. Kami ay nagkulang at nagkasala. Patawarin mo kami sa katigasan ng aming mga puso. Turuan mo kami at dalhin sa inyong kalooban. Tingnan mo kami ng may awa at kahabagan. Hilumin mo po ang aming bayan, ang aming mga mahal sa buhay, kaibigan, kapitbahay, karatig bayan, ganun din ang aming mga kaaway sa pandemyang kinahaharap namin sa COVID-19. Isama niyo na rin ang mga may sakit sa iba't ibang karamdaman. Panginoon, balutin mo kami ng inyong kaluwalhatian. Itago mo kami sa lilim ng inyong mga pakpak laban sa anumang kapahamakan o wala sa oras na kamatayan. Kristo, ang tinapay ng buhay, alalahanin niyo po ang mga namumuno sa aming bansa, ang mga ilaw at haligi ng bawat tahanan, at mga kawani na nagtatanggol sa aming seguridad at mga frontliners. Batid mo, Panginoon, ang mga dinaraanan at bawat ganap sa aming buhay. Espiritong Banal, aming tanggulan at gabay, imulat ang aming mga mata at ipakita si Jesus ang Panginoon at tagapagligtas, ang nag-iisang katotohanan at tanging daan tungo sa Ama. Wala nang iba. Purihin ka, O aming Diyos. Ang presensya mo ay tunay na biyaya ng aming buhay. Ito ang aming samot panalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus, Kordero ng Diyos na nag-aalis ng kasalanan ng mundo. Amen.
Walang kasing saya ang Paskong Pinoy. Dumaan man ang problema at pandemya, kayang-kayang lampasan basta't nagdadamayan at nagmamahalan.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Tuloy na tuloy pa rin ang Pasko dito sa V81 Radio Worldwide.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Oh, V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this station. Narito na sina Winner B, Dr. D, at Chris Taker para sa isang makabuluhang talakayan sa mundo ng startup, akademya, at negosyo. Startup Nation! Startup Nation! Startup Nation! Nowhere to go but up. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio Worldwide.
Magandang umaga po muli sa inyong lahat at kayo po ay nanonood ngayon ng Startup Nation. Kamusta po kayo mga partners? Nasa season 1 pa rin po tayo. Today po ay episode 12 at ang pag-uusapan naman natin ay technology. Ayan, matagal po kaming nagpahinga. Pasensya na po kayo. Dala ng ating problema sa pandemya. Ang Startup Nation team po ay patuloy nyo nang makakasama mula ngayon. Kami po ay nagbalik na at kasama ko pa rin po, siyempre, ang aking mga partners, Dr. D and Chris Taker. Kamusta kayo? Good morning sa inyo dyan, Dr. D, Chris Taker. Ayan, so nagbabalik po ang Startup Nation gaya nga ng sinabi ko. Ayan na, Dr. D. Ayan, kamusta ka, partner?
Winner? Ito,
Namiss kita.
namiss din kita. Hi, Chris Taker!
Oh, Chris Taker, ayan, ang ganda ng background mo.
Wow, ganda naman ang
Nature na
kasama
nature.
namin. Mhm.
Oo. Oh, paano mga partners? Bare months na.
Oo
Wala
nga, ang
pa
bilis
ng
ng
Pasko.
panahon. That's very true, partner,
Oo.
Winner B.
Tapos episode 12 na tayo, 'di ba? Malapit na
Sobrang
matapos ang
bilis.
season 1. Well, 2 more episodes, mga partners, and we're done with season 1. Parang kailan lang nung nagsisimula tayo, 'di ba?
Oo,
Kita nyo?
grabe, no? Natapos
Yeah.
na natin ang life cycle ng negosyo, partner.
Malapit na, correct, yes. Chris Taker, anong ginagawa mo dyan sa mga nature background mo? Bakit ganyan? Anong meron?
Oh, well, right now, I am just here for a small trip. It's not too far away
Mhm.
from home, and it's just for a friend's birthday. Just 5
Oh,
girls,
wow.
social distancing. Kahit I'm not wearing my
Oo.
mask and my face shield right now because,
Yeah?
well, I'm on the show with you.
Well, kitang-kita mo
And
naman na partner Dr. D. Kitang-kita mo naman ang commitment sa atin ni Chris Taker, 'di ba?
Oo
Kahit na
naman.
siya ay nasa labas, no? The show must go on. Talagang
Very
nagtatrabaho
true.
for Startup Nation. Salamat,
Mm.
Chris Taker, ha? And enjoy the party, ha?
thank you.
Practice social distancing and alam niyo naman
Yeah, it's
mga
only 5
partners.
girls. It's only
Aha.
us, and social distancing is important. And also, September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So thank you, Doc D,
Oh.
for wearing yellow, which is the color of
Oh.
childhood
Oh,
cancer.
wow. Sakto,
And
ah.
I just want to give a
Wow.
quick shout out to Bahay Aruga, which is a free shelter for children fighting
Yeah.
cancer here in the Philippines. So
Nice to
definitely,
know.
for our viewers, definitely
Mm.
check them out on Facebook and see how you
Yes.
can help. They definitely need
Yeah.
your prayers, especially during this Burr month as we prepare for Christmas.
Tama, tama. Well, iba talaga 'to si Chris Taker, mahilig sa mga CSR projects and eto, bago na naman natin na nalaman 'no, Cancer Awareness, Month ba or week?
I yes, it is International Blood Cancer Awareness Month,
A
and it's
month, oh.
also International Childhood Cancer Awareness Month too.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Sure, sure. Let us know how we can help and, of course, we'll do our best. Si Dr. D mahilig din 'yan sa mga outreach programs like me.
Wow!
Yeah. Kaya partners tayo
Amazing.
rito, pare tayo ng mga passion, eh, 'di ba? Oo.
Yes,
Alright.
correct.
Well, na-miss ko kayong dalawa, parang isang buwan tayo nagbakasyon 'no, dahil sa pandemic. Pasensya na po kayo at, kami po ay, hindi nakapag, program nung mga nakaraang linggo dahil po, sa aming, paghahanap ng mga, valuable guests ay, kumbaga naano tayo, nahirapan tayo dahil sa ECQ, you
Mm,
know,
mm.
pabalik-balik ang mga quarantine na ano natin, eh, hirap pong gumalaw ngayon, totoo 'yan partners
Mm,
'no. So
very true.
finally ayan, nakahanap na tayo ng mga magagaling na guests
Yes.
na pupuwede nating i-feature 'no, sa ating show at, para patuloy ang ating advocacy na pagbibigay ng mga inspirasyon 'no, sa mga aspiring startup founders, sa mga business, school, students, and sa lahat po ng mga globally, ayan. So,
Mhm.
gaya ng binanggit ko kanina partners, ang pag-uusapan natin today ay technology, ayan. So,
Uy, maganda yan,
alam naman
partner.
natin. Oo, oo, sobra. Alam naman nating lahat na itong nakaraang pandemic na puro tayo quarantine, ang laki ng impact ng, the use of the digital, platform sa ating mga negosyo, 'di ba? Parang
Mm.
it has become a, necessity. Hindi na lang siya, parang optional, eh. Kumbaga ngayon parang mandatory na, eh, almost mandatory na sa mga businesses na kailangan may digital, know-how ka o may digital
Mm.
presence ka, 'di ba, partners?
Tama,
Hmm,
tama. Partner, ang
oo.
technology pala 'no, galing siya sa Greek words na ano, techne and logos, partner. Ang ibig sabihin nun, art, skill, and
Wow!
craft,
Na-miss ko 'yan,
partner.
na-miss ko 'yan kay Dr.
Oo,
D, oo.
kailangan ko talaga
Okey.
ma-share yan,
Ano nga
partner,
ulit
eh.
partners,
Techne and
galing ang
logos.
technology na salita? Tekne,
Techne and
logos,
logos.
oh, ayan.
Yan, partner. Greek words yan, mga partners. It means art,
Oh,
skill, and craft. Yan.
oh,
And mula 1829 pa, mga
wow.
partner, ginagamit ang word na technology. Yan. Gusto ko lang ma-share sa inyo, partner. Alam niyo naman
Hmm,
ako eh.
oo.
Yan yung mga hilig ko. Alamin ang mga ibig
Oo.
sabihin ng bagay-bagay, di ba?
Oo.
Yan.
Nice to know. Siyempre kailangan, marami tayong mga trivia na binibigay sa ating mga audience, 'di ba? Ayan. So,
Mhm.
alright. So, well, ang topic natin ngayon siyempre, interesting na naman dahil ang ating, mga guest, talagang de kalibre mga partners 'no. I'm very, very honored and blessed to meet these people. Kasi talagang they can really bring ano, pride and honor to the Filipino startup community. Ah, ang sabi ko nga, sometimes, kapag nakakamit ako ng mga ganitong tao kagaya nila partners, alam niyo ang wish ko, dumami pa sila, 'di ba?
Mm.
Dumami pa yung
Tama,
mga
tama.
kagaya nila. Kasi nakaka-proud maging Pilipino 'pag nakakamit ka ng mga kagaya nila. So,
Mm.
well, pagbabalik po ng, Startup Nation makikilala niyo sila mga, partners namin na bali. Kaya huwag kayong aalis. Puwede po kayong magtanong at, mag-comment sa aming, live, link. Well, in Facebook, you can watch us sa V81 Radio, ah, Facebook page and puwede po kayong magtanong sa'min at pipilitin po naming sagutin lahat ng mga katanungan niyo, sa ating mga guests. Alright. So, bago po tayo, mag-proceed sa ating next segment, gusto ko lang pong pasalamatan, of course, ang ating mga sponsors, di ba? Kaya patuloy tayong nakakapagbigay serbisyo sa ating mga audience globally dahil sa mga sponsors na tumutulong pa rin sa atin at walang sawang sumusuporta sa atin. Of course, gusto kong pasalamatan ang ating Mr. Geek, our web, mobile, and innovations company, patuloy na sumusuporta sa ating show. And Mr. Fluffy, of course, your cotton candy company, Milk Tea. Ayan. And of course, the V81 radio na patuloy ang pagtitiwala po sa aming maliit samahang Startup Nation. Maraming salamat po kay CEO Rally Vargas, kay Program Head, Program Director Rolly Pagaspas. Maraming salamat sa inyong dalawa sa patuloy na pagtitiwala po sa maliit ngunit lumalaking pamilya ng Startup Nation. Ayan. Yun lang. At alright. So Dr. D, Chris Taker, meron ka bang gustong batiin, pasalamatan?
Of course, maraming salamat sa mga nanonood na patuloy na sumusubaybay sa aming show, Startup Nation. So to all of the aspiring entrepreneurs out there, dito sa Pilipinas and worldwide, hello po sa inyong lahat at salamat po ulit sa pagsubaybay sa amin. Chris Taker?
Yes, thank you so much everyone for supporting and for watching and for tuning in and for spreading this awareness for the type of advocacy we have here at Startup Nation. It's an honor to be a part of. Thank you so much again for this opportunity. And I also just want to invite everyone to check out ways that they can help out locally for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month because it is a big issue here in the Philippines too, and also internationally. 1 in 300 children will have childhood cancer, which it really sucks. And we can all do our part to pray. And also, if we can make a difference, why not? So thank you so much again. Excited for the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. D. Thank you, Chris Taker. At kayo po ay bibitinin naming sandali. Huwag po kayong aalis. At pagbabalik po ang Startup Nation, papakilala namin ang aming mga guests. Startup Nation, nowhere to go but up.
Magbabalik ang Startup Nation. Startup Nation. Startup Nation. Nowhere to go but up. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio Worldwide. Connected ka na ba para laging updated sa mga bagong shows, promos, trending news, viral videos, events, o patok na OPM hits? Just follow us on Facebook at V81 Radio South Manila. Simple lang, itype lang ang letter V81 Radio South Manila. O di ba madali lang, kaya i-like at i-follow na. Permant na! Maaga ang pamasko na hatid sa inyo ng Home Not Alone Songs from Home Season 2 ngayong September. Powerhouse OPM artists from Viva Records ang makakakwentuhan at kantahan ni Papa Gio, Janine Tinioso, Marion, Michael Keith, and Joe E. Kaya wag nang magpahuli. Tumutok na every Wednesday at 7 p.m. California time or Thursday 10 a.m. Philippine time. Kasama ang inyong maestro, si Papa Gio sa V81 Radio, Los Angeles. Kabayan, nahuhumsik ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Are you ready to explore a new kind of music? Yung bang kakaiba na hindi mo pa napapakinggan? Mga bagong artist. Discover them, hear them in Napalm Hour. Ang Napalm ay ang new all-Pinoy alternative music source na para sa kakaibang musika. Alternative artists and bands all the time. Catch them at Napalm Hour. Mondays through Fridays, 12 noon to 1 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m. Streaming live on V81 Radio mobile app. Kaya i-download mo na for free. Now na! balikan na natin ang Startup Nation. Startup Nation. Startup Nation. Nowhere to go but up. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio Worldwide.
Nagbabalik po ang Startup Nation, mga partners. Kamusta po kayo ulit? Ako po si Winner B, ang inyong anchor. Kasama ko po ang aking mga partners, si Dr. D at Chris Taker.
Hello!
Ayan.
Exciting! Gusto ko
Welcome
na
back.
makilala yung ating mga guests for today.
Oo, bago yan, partner Dr. D, gusto ko lang pong sabihin sa ating mga nakikinig, kayo po ay nanonood ng Startup Nation, Season 1, Episode 12, at today po, ang ating topic ay technology. Ayan, partners, ang ganda, di ba? Technology, napaka-useful. Very, very useful sa atin ngayon. So, Dr. D, baka pwede mo nang pakilala ang ating new permanent host. Di ba? New permanent.
May surprise kami for everyone.
Hindi to basta-basta industry expert kasi napaliwanag ko nga kanina, magpapalit na tayo ng program structure for Season 2. So, in preparation to Season 2, eto na, sinisimulan na natin, dinaragdag na natin ang ating bagong kapamilya at sa Startup Nation. Pakilala mo na, partner. Excited na ako.
Okay. So, our new partner is Mr. Patrick Pilapil, who is a seasoned finance and accounting professional with over 15 years experience in the corporate world. Wow, big time to. After passing the CPA licensure examinations in 2003, he was able to handle functions in audit, accounting, tax, corporate finance, mergers and acquisitions, risk management, wow, dami, investor relations, financial planning, and also, yes, and he has also been in various industries, such as public accounting, BPO, infrastructure, and fintech. Wow, big time to partner. He is now bringing his experience and knowledge in the startup world as the CFO or Chief Finance Officer for Mr. Geek Philippines. Mr. Geek, thank you.
Our very own.
And aside from being a CPA, he is also a graduate member of the Registered Financial Planner Institute Philippines in order to pursue his advocacy for financial education, most especially to Filipino employees aspiring to be entrepreneurs. So pakilala na natin ang ating new partner, Mr. Patrick Pilapil.
Yay! Welcome!
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to the family.
Hello, Winner.
Your extended family.
At sa mga viewers, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for
Iba time zone, ano?
Thank you for having me sa Startup Nation, and I am looking forward to Sundays full of knowledge sharing and full of learning. So lahat tayo matututo dito. So enjoy natin yung journey. And let's move forward as we go through this pandemic. So we should always see the light at the end of the tunnel. So kapit lang, sama tayo. Okay?
Tama. Alright. Partners, alam nyo, di nyo na itatanong siguro. Si Patrick, matagal ko ng kaibigan niya, like mga 25 years na. So, you do the math, no? Kung anong age na. Kung anong age namin ngayon. High school pa lang, kasama ko na yan. And sa Boy Scout, ayan, I think mas doon kami naging close. And music. Ha? Ano, no? Yeah, so parang teenager pa lang tayo ng Pat, ano? Teenager pa lang tayo, magkakilala. Yeah, so,
Sabi mo, 25 years eh. Sabi mo, 25 years, so 2 years old pa lang, magkasama na tayo.
Okay. So, sige, aminin na natin na hindi na tayo, bata dito. Kaya nga, kailangan natin si Chris Taker kasi kailangan natin ng bagets, no? So being the most senior among the team, Patrick, joke lang. So, si Patrick ang ating kuya rito. Pinakamaraming experience sa finance. dito sa team. So he can
Talaga.
contribute a lot in terms of financial education since yun din naman talaga ang passion niya personally, partners, no? Kaya nga ang ganda ng team na to kasi uh, we really need someone like a finance guy, no, in the team, especially sa mga startups po na nakikinig sa amin. Sabi nga nila, accounting is the language of business. And so we have Patrick Pilapil, who's a CPA, no, certified public accountant, na can guide you sa mga accounting terms, accounting rules and ways. Sometimes mga founders hindi masyadong binibigyan ng halaga yan kasi basta nakakabenta ka, okay ka na eh. Di ba? Basta okay idea mo, validated ng market, gawa ka ng prototype, may bumibili sa'yo, wala ka nang pakialam doon sa mga accounting and back office side. And sinabi nga natin during our episode about that, napakahalaga na pagtuunan mo rin ng pansin yon bilang founder dahil kapag hindi, marami kang possible risk and financial obligations in the future. So marami po na mga startup founders na hindi masyadong binibigyan ng halaga, no, ang ating side of accounting. So gusto natin turuan sila noon, no, ng finance and accounting. And yan ang purpose si Patrick, partner, no?
Yes.
Kumbaga si Dr. D ang ating academician, no, ang profesora ng mga startups. No, si Patrick naman ang ating finance advisor. Si Chris Taker naman ang ating millennial bridge, 'di ba? So perfect, 'di ba? Perfect team. All right. So welcome again, Patrick. We're so happy to have you in our extended family because we already have you in Mr. Geek. So this is our extended family, our Sunday advocacy program, and I'm very sure enjoy ka rito kasi marami tayong mai-inspire ng mga nakikinig sa atin globally. Ayan. And for sure, ang iyong vast experience in finance and accountancy ay especially in the corporate world, marami kang pwedeng i-share sa mga ating guests, no? Sa mga guests kay Patrick. So guys, huwag kayong mahihiyang magtanong, ha? Walang bayad magtanong kay Patrick. Yan. All right. Okay. Will be here with us every Sunday, guys. So we have a very, very good. So please continue to watch Startup Nation and mapapanood niyo po lagi si Patrick kasama namin. All right, partner Dr. D. How about our startup? Ayan, excited na ako. Isa na namang legend ito para sa akin. Nung na-meet ko siya, actually, I was very
so exciting. Ayan.
there.
So
Kayang-kaya na talaga nating makipag globally kasi it's like him.
All right. So partner, pakilala ko na ang ating startup. So our startup is a tech startup founder in pursuit of empowering Philippine retailers with technologies and solutions such as artificial intelligence to create better customer experience. With his particular passion for marketing and strategic management, he founded Retail Gate in his last year as a student in UP. Wow. With a vision of utilizing technology towards understanding customer behavior. So he has shared his passion for AI in retail through various talks and seminars, such as the Retail Learning Lab of the PRA, or Philippine Retailers Association, the P&A Annual Business Forum, the Dream Expo, and Fiera de Manila's Artificial Intelligence Seminar, to name a few. He was also recognized as one of the 7 New Wonders 2009. Wow. And through RetailGate, he has represented the Philippines as a delegate to the 2017 Tech in Asia Singapore and 2019 Innovex Taipei. So I'd like to call Mr. Rafael Layosa. So, hi, Rafael. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you may be. Hi, I'm Rafael Layosa of Retail Gate.
Good
Welcome,
morning.
Raf.
Welcome.
Welcome to
Hi,
Startup
guys.
Nation. And
Thank you. Salamat.
thank you for guesting here sa papaunlak sa aming imbitasyon. Maraming salamat. And sabi ko naman sa
Thank you
iyo,
for having me.
pinapangako ko, marami kang may inspire dito, Raf, kasi napakaganda ng kwento ni Raf. Yan, mga partners. Yan, isa
Salamat.
na namang
Thank you.
legend ng mga startup founders yan. Ayan. All right. So before mag-present si Ralph ng kanilang company at mga products and services, and before siya magkwento ng kanyang startup story, pakilala natin ang ating student co-host, no? Meron tayong student co-host, mga partners, syempre, every episode, dapat meron tayong representative ng mga millennial, kagaya ng Chris Taker. So para samahan siya, ay narito ang ating student co-host from Lyceum of the Philippines University. Ayan, si Ren Gabriel Buluran. Ayan, Ren.
Hello po,
Hello, Ren.
magandang umaga sa lahat. Dr.
Hi,
D. Chris
Ren.
Taker. Hello po. Ganun din po sa mga taga-subaybay worldwide. Maraming
Ayan.
salamat din po, Winner B, sa pag-imbita niyo sa akin sa inyong programa. Ayan.
Okay, welcome, Ren. At I hope marami kang mapulot at matutunan dito kagaya ng mga audience natin globally.
Opo.
At
Excited nga po ako eh.
Yeah. We're very excited to have you as well. So Ren, can you tell us about yourself? Anong ginagawa mo ngayon? Bukod sa pag-aaral, anong pinagkakaabalahan mo iba pa?
Ayun, sa ngayon po, dahil wala mga events, tumutulong ako sa kapatid ko magtinda na mag-deliver ng mga halaman. Ayun, pag walang mga photoshoot na nakabook, ayun, sa awa naman ng Diyos, may mga pasulpot-sulpot naman po ang mga proyekto sa kabila ng quarantine.
Yeah, si Ren ay estudyante ng Lyceum of the Philippines University. Ito yung nasa Intramuros, Ren, ano?
Apo.
Yeah. And you are taking up a Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia Arts.
Yes po.
No? So talaga artist pala tong si Ren.
Opo.
So Ren, na-mention mo that you have some small business on the side. You have
Yes
digital
po.
business. Oh, yeah. Can you talk a little about it?
Bali ang bago po pandemya kasi ang work ko po is photo and video sa mga events. Ayun.
Mhm.
Also working student din po ako bilang freelance photographer and videographer. And
Wow.
kadalasan po mga kasal and birthdays yung mga bracket ng team ko. Ayun po.
Nice. So, okay. So Ren, actually, ikaw ay isang startup na rin. No?
Yes po.
Oo, ikaw, bukod sa isang estudyante, ikaw pala ay isang entrepreneur, studentpreneur.
Yes po.
Oo, diba?
Self-supporting working student po.
Wow. Saludo ako sa mga kagaya mo rin.
Thank you po.
So, diyan ka lang rin at makinig na mabuti sa ating guests today kasi marami kang mapupulot sa kanila at pwede ka magtanong ng mga questions na, pwede mong mai-apply sa sarili mong buhay. Diba? Ayan. So, napakaganda ng ating mga talakayan mamaya. At sabi ko nga, Ren, ikaw ay isang millennial at nais namin na yung mga fellow millennial mo, mahikayat natin dito sa ating talakayan, no? Entrepreneurship. For sure, kayong mga millennials, kayo ay very passionate and sometimes very very aggressive in achieving their dreams, no? Pero along the way, meron kayong mga dapat mapulot o matutunan, no? Sa mga experience na tao, sa mga experts na tinatawag. So, itong ating show, Startup Nation, ang intention namin ay gabayan kayo, no? Bigyan kayo ng wisdom, no? Para hindi niyo na maulit yung mga pagkakamali, no, na mga dinanas ng mga nauna sa inyo. So, 'di ba? Tama ba 'yon, Ren? So, yeah. So, okay. Sige. So, I guess everyone is excited already to hear from Mr. Rafael Layosa, our Retail Gate founder and CEO. Raf, take it away.
Yeah. All right. So I just like to have my deck on screen, please. Start na. Ayan. All right. So hi again everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm Rafael Layosa of Retail Gate. We're in the business of putting the AI in retail. And simply put, itong ginagawa namin when we say we're putting the AI in retail, it's towards our vision. Next slide, please. Towards enabling a smart retailing industry in the Philippines. Now, ang inspiration namin dito kasi is when we looked in other countries, very advanced na talaga ang technology for retail. No? You might have heard the likes of Amazon Go or yung sa Alibaba where they have that yung mga you can scan products while you're going around the store. So that's where we take inspiration from, and we believe na kung kaya ng ibang bansa iyon, kaya-kaya din natin yun dito sa Pilipinas. And that is really our vision. Where our vision is to enable our local retailers with technology such as artificial intelligence to create a better customer experience and to improve business altogether. So next slide, please. So in pursuit of this vision, we have three main technologies that are readily available. First off, our flagship technology we call Eagle Eye. Next slide, please. Yan. Now, with Eagle Eye, hindi lang nag-play pa. Ayun na, nag-play na yung video. So, with Eagle Eye, as you would see here, kumukonect lang kami sa mga existing CCTV cameras in retail stores. And our artificial intelligence software does the counting of the people. So, nabibilang na ilan na yung mga tao sa loob ng store. We also measure gaano katagal nagsha-shopping yung mga tao in the different areas of the store. And yung pinakabagong feature namin dito right now in light of the pandemic, no, and the importance of social distancing, is we are now measuring the physical distance between people as they shop para mas madaling na monitor ng mga stores natin or ng malls natin pagka meron ng mga violations na nangyayari para mas ma-manage din yung mga crowding natin in the different public areas, no? So next slide, please. Yan. So, I know, pa-back lang po ng isa pa slide, sorry. There. So, yun, the main metrics that we really measure for our clients, we look into yung customer traffic or ilan yung mga pumapasok or lumalabas ng store at any given time. We also segment yung traffic based on the visits per area. So, kung ano mang category ang nandyan or anong aisle, we measure ilan yung mga pumupunta doon. We also look at the dwell time. Like I said, tinitingnan namin yung browsing time or kung paghahanap nila ng mga items. We also measure yung queuing time, gaano katagal nakapila, and yung transaction time or nandun na mismo sila nagbabayad sa counter. So we measure all those three dwell times. And then we also measure yung conversion rate. So parang yung nangyayari online na nalalaman out of sa lahat ng bumibisita sa web page, ilan bumibili. For our brick and mortar stores, we're doing the same. Sa lahat ng visitors, ilang percent nun ang actually bumibili. We measure that for our clients. And like I mentioned also, yung social distancing, we look into the physical distance between the shoppers so that pagka less than 1 meter na, we can trigger alerts so that mas mamamanage siya ng store or ng mall. Next slide, please. So yan, and then we project all this data on a dashboard such as this para mas madaling ma-interpret or ma-analyze ng ating mga clients. And as you would see, we actually have a floor map of the store to show and easily compare yung traffic or dwell time from one category to another. So unlike other common heat maps na nakikita natin na parang mga bubbles of heat lang, the way we do it is very specific na per area or per category. Next slide, please. Ayun, so what we're really doing for our retailers is through Eagle Eye is we help them measure the otherwise unmeasurable by looking at the customer opportunities and customer experience in the form of next please. Click yan. So it's based on the foot traffic and the dwell time that allows us to really measure the different performance metrics for our clients. Next slide. Yes, yun. But the most important that we really measure is conversion rate. Like what I mentioned earlier, tinitingnan natin out of all the visiting customers, ilan yung bumibili. So that's what we measure as the conversion rate to help our clients next to really better understand and establish and monitor key performance indicators para mas ma-improve nila yung performance ng stores nila, and they could actually serve their customers better that way. Next slide, please. Ayan, so I'll just give a few examples of how it works, no? So like for example, this one, we did this 1-week study with a convenience store, and very interestingly, we found next that yung conversion rate nila actually dropped on these 2 days, that's Sunday and Tuesday. So when we asked ourselves, teka, bakit nga ba bumagsak yung conversion? Next slide, please. When we looked closely into the data, we found na on the same days na bawas yung conversion, next, on those same days, actually, nagbawas kasi sila ng staff. Next, please. Next. Yan, okay, there. So, as you would see here in the charts that we generated, yung conversion nila bumagsak on the same days na nagbawas sila ng staff in their store, which was actually ironic because on those same days, they actually had more customers coming in. So, yung na-realize namin nangyayari, nagbawas sila ng staff sa store, pero mas maraming pumapasok na customers, nangyayari tuloy ay mas mabagal yung transactions na nangyayari. And naiinip yung mga customers, so naiinip sila sa pila, so they just leave the store altogether. Hindi na natutuloy yung pagbili nila ng items. No? So that's what we realized. And when we looked closely into the data, we found na ang basis lang nila ng staffing was actually their peso sales. Nakita lang nila kasi that on Sundays and Tuesdays, mas mababa yung benta compared to Saturdays and Mondays. But when we ran the numbers, we found that every 1 person that they reduce from their staff in the store actually translates to a 5% decrease in their conversion. So with that, next, we recommended that they actually design their staffing schedule based on the traffic, based on the demand. And that way, we actually found that it actually translates to a 10% increase in their daily sales. Next. Ayun, this was actually one of my favorite case studies na ginawa namin. No? We compared 3 stores of a fashion retail store, and we found the best performer across all metrics, itong store B, yung nasa gitna. And particularly for this case study, they wanted to answer the question, how effective nga ba or how important yung fitting rooms nila? And for this one, hello? Yeah, okay. Kala ko nawala. Anyways, sorry. So for this particular store in store B with 10 fitting rooms, we found na out of the 76,000 na dumadaan sa harap ng store in that 1 month, 55,000 pumasok, of which 11,000 yung bumili ng items. Nag-fit ng damit sa fitting room. And out of those 11,000, we found na almost 5,000 yung bumili ng items after fitting, no? Which is very interesting because that almost drove about almost half of their total sales. You're seeing 8,600 of their sales. Yung total sales nila, 4,900 plus of those ay galing sa mga nag-fit. So this is for the store B with 10 fitting rooms. When we looked at store A with only 6 fitting rooms, we found even better numbers pagdating sa fitting. Because we found na out of the 36,000 na pumasok sa store, 10,000 yung bumili, ay nag-fit ng items. And out of that 10,000, we see that almost, almost 6,000 plus actually, yung bumili ng items after fitting. So that's 6,000 out of 9,000 transactions. That's 2/3 of their transactions in this particular branch being driven by fitting. So whereas dito sa store C, sa kabilang dulo, as you would see, 9 yung fitting rooms niya, pero only 700, less than 1,000 people lang yung bumili ng items after fitting them. So that's why we realized na okay, for this brand, okay, sabi namin, yung store A, pwede nyo dagdagan ng fitting room yan kasi it was really driving the sales, no? Whereas for store C, sobra yung fitting room, kailangan bawasan na yan. Might as well convert that into selling space. Next slide, please. All right. Now, this one naman, A-Cube Mobile is our second technology. Now, A-Cube stands for Automated Advertising and Analytics. So what this does is we developed our own artificial intelligence engine that is able to capture yung face profile ng tao na humaharap sa camera ng tablet. Na nalalaman niya ano yung age bracket and ano yung gender. And based on that, naglalabas siya ng very targeted advertisement for that profile. So for example, if ako yung humarap sa tablet, maglalabas siya, let's say for example, an advertisement for footwear for men at age mid-20s. Whereas if my girlfriend yung haharap sa camera, maglalabas siya ng ad, let's say shoes for ladies at early 20s. Ganun siya. So targeted advertising siya while also gathering analytics on the back end. So next slide please. So yeah, this is the dashboard that we have for AQ Mobile. So next, we look at the data on the gender distribution and the age distribution, and we also look at comparing of those na nasa age bracket ilan yung mga males and females and so on and so forth. We also look at the metrics for the frequency of impressions ng mga different advertising materials that we put on this device. Okay, next please. Yeah, next. Okay, lastly, we have our third technology, which we call auto count. So auto count is pretty much like Eagle Eye. The difference is with Eagle Eye, we're counting people, whereas with auto count, we're counting vehicles. No? So what the use case that we do for this is we mount a CCTV camera on a high vantage point that could be on a building or on a billboard. And particularly, this is for audience measurement. No? So we are able to look into ilan yung traffic na dumadaan from that point of view. So we're looking at we're getting an accurate vehicle count. Next slide, please. We look at cars, motorcycles, vans, buses, trucks, and also train cars. Next slide, please. Ayun. So yun, we actually look at the traffic of the different vehicle types, and we also look at the speed statistics so that we can also see, especially now that we're seeing a lot of, baka napapansin nyo, along EDSA and C5, we're seeing a lot of digital billboards now. So with this, we're also able to measure what's the best length per ad spot for the LED billboards. No? And that's what we do. It's really about making data-driven decisions for our clients. And next, please. Okay. Yes, and then we also measure also the fluctuations of the traffic of the different types of vehicles. Next. Okay. And next. Yeah. Ayan. So that's everything that we have, and that's all that we offer towards our vision of a smart retailing industry in the Philippines. And that's why we say we're RetailGate. We are put in the business of putting the AI in retail. Thanks, guys.
Wow, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Raf. Napakagaling, no? Napakaganda ng mga products nyo, and I'm very pleased kasi it's my first time to see a presentation for AI. Artificial intelligence partners is this is parang kumbaga sa common people. This is so deep technology, 'di ba? Parang medyo rocket science ang dating niya, no? Sa ibang tao. But maganda na meron na tayong mga startups na kagaya mo na pumasok na rito sa field of artificial intelligence. And definitely kailangan natin 'to sa Pilipinas. Kailangan natin 'to sa ating mga retailers para mas makapagbigay nga ng tamang decision. Sabi mga ni Raf kanina, the final output of service that they provide is the analytics. No?
Yes.
And those analytics will be processed by the decision makers to arrive at the right decisions in their businesses. Tama? Oo. So, Raf, napakagaling at ganda ng inyong mga produkto, mga technology
Thank
product
you.
nyo. Oo. Pero ako, ang first question ko sa'yo, since technology ang topic natin today, no? Nung nagsisimula kayo as a startup, how did the use of technology parang bring an impact to your business? So maybe simple technology, may not be as deep technology as AI yung ginamit nyo, but can you tell us something about how did you use technology to advance, you know, your business as yung retail gate startup nyo when you were starting?
Okay. When we were starting, no, actually, the very point kasi nito ng retail gate is really to gather the data on the behavior of shoppers in retail stores. In fact, the name retail gate actually comes from the original technology that we were supposed to use. Originally, we were planning to use RFID tags and sensors na itatrack namin yung movement ng mga shopping carts and baskets. And that's why the name of the company is Retail Gate. It's retail and tailgate. It's like you're following your consumers or following your shoppers. So because that's essentially the main thing that our technology does, even with the cameras, it's really tracking the people. No? So that's why it's tailgate, following them. No? So so with that, no, we started with the idea of using RFIDs. So it's much simpler, although it's hardware intensive naman. Yun lang yung trade-off nun. But the idea really is to capture data on the movement of people as they shop. And when we refined this idea towards using AI, that's when we decided that we had to get some support. So we were very fortunate to be among the first startups that actually received a grant from the Department of Science and Technology.
Wow.
Back in 2018. We were among the first batch. And I remember noong una, 5 pa lang kami. And it was a really great experience. No? They really helped us also flesh out better our idea. And with the support of the Department of Science and Technology, what was once an idea is now a reality.
Wow. Nakaka-proud, ano? Kasi napansin na kayo ng DOST, no? Kahit batang-bata pa yung inyong company. How old is the company again, Raf?
3 years. We're already 3 years now.
So after a year, napansin na kagad kayo ng DOST.
Yeah, 2017 was the application round with the DOST. So medyo mahaba lang yung naging proseso. But once we got approved already, then the grant was released in 2018.
All right. Nice, huh?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So, partner, Dr. D, may question ka?
Oh, partner, ang ganda talaga, no? Kala ko yung AI nasa mga movies lang yan eh. So, you know, Rafael, it's really amazing kasi technology is really way out of bound now, no? Talaga napaka-importante niya. Ako naman, I'm very much interested because you are very much particular about customer behavior. And even if technology yung topic natin, importante din pala to. You mentioned, and I saw in your presentation, that data analytics does play a more important role nowadays. No? You mentioned something like conversion rates, mga use cases. Favorite ko yan, mga case studies, no? Actual cases. And these help you make what you mentioned earlier as data-driven decisions. So, for the benefit of startups, lalo na ngayon, ang dami nag-startup na IT, okay, IT businesses. Can you give us yung top 3 maybe na decision-making factors that help you during the course of your startup?
Top 3 decision factors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Involving data. And, let's say consumer behavior.
Okay. Sorry, I just need to clarify. For my business or for our clients?
For your business.
Okay, see. For our business, kasi we always first look into the landscape, no, when we approach our clients, and then when we say retail, when we're approaching retailers, first and foremost, we're helping the brick and mortar retailers. So that's the first thing that we qualify when we look into our retailers, and then We also look into the maturity of their company in terms of not just financially, but more importantly also in technology and data appreciation. No? How much do they appreciate data in the first place? No? Those are the things that we take into consideration, and then once we qualify them, that's when we approach and then we start sizing the opportunity. How many cameras can we work with? How many stores are we going to work with? And these are parameters or yung key indicators for us to see how much value then will we be able to give to our clients. So it starts also kasi with the amount of data that we will be able to collect and interpret for them. So that's why we always ask, how many cameras do you have? How many stores will we cover? And how many operating hours per day do you have? Because if we're just going to do, let's say, 1 hour per day, that's not going to tell you so much information. But if we're looking at least 12 hours per day, and then we're looking at about at least, let's say, 10 stores, then you can really get a lot of insights from that amount of data. No? And internally for us, of course, it's very important. Other than sales, we look into how much value does it mean for our clients. So we actually also measure, while we're measuring for them the conversion, we also look into ourselves to see, okay, were we able to help them increase their conversion given the recommendations that we're giving them? So that's the most important indicator for us.
So you basically what you're trying to say is you always make sure that your value as a company is always measured regularly if you're able to meet your clients' needs and wants.
Yes, essentially their success is our success too.
That's very nice and inspiring, no? Kasi talaga namang napaka-importante ng happiness ng customers, whether or not they're satisfied with your products and services, regardless of industry. It plays an important role. So that's a nice input, no, for our aspiring startups or aspiring entrepreneurs to know about. Na aside from data, it's really important to also assess yourself in terms of how much value you continue to give your clients.
Yes.
Very nice.
So
thank you for that.
The value that we give, some key things that we always measure, especially since we're working with AI. Number one is the accuracy of the data that we're able to provide. Second is also the speed of delivering the data, and then the third one would really be the impact on their business. That's the biggest question always. How much conversion did we increase?
Galing. So you're applying the same analytics in your company in as much as you're also applying them to others. Wonderful.
Yes.
Galing, galing. I'm really amazed by your products until now. Chris Taker, you have any questions?
Oh, okay. So medyo naghahang si Chris Taker. So we have the expected technical problem sa internet problem ng Pilipinas. Ayan, okay. So let's now, maybe call Patrick muna. Patrick, do you have questions for our AI guy here, Tiraf? Chris, si Patrick muna. Oh, Pat, go ahead.
Yes, Raf. Okay.
Yeah.
Nawala si Patrick nawala. Okay, Chris Taker, are you okay now? Yeah, you can ask your question now.
All right, my signal is a little choppy, but I just want to say
It's okay.
I'm just so impressed with this presentation. I've never seen, business analyzed in such a tangible manner where you can properly monitor and evaluate on a weekly, daily, hourly basis all these factors in one. And it's so impressive. And I just want to say kudos to you for pushing the Philippines forward. Hopefully this can become a common practice one day. Yes. And congrats again for that grant, that funding to be able to, and mentorship to develop this type of technology and that type of heart to really provide an incredible service to your customers, to our fellow kababayans. My question is just, I just have two small questions. So the first one is just, so do you offer this only every once in a while, or is this something that you were constantly offering where you are the ones who are providing those data analytics? Is it monthly? Is it every
Yeah.
that
We
you
offer
would
it
hold a
in two
meeting with them
options.
to say, hey, or
Yeah, we offer it in two options. We offer it, it could be project based or subscription based. So it really depends on the requirements of the client. For some clients, they just want to do a project based, but because they have very, very specific and specialized questions that they want answered. So that with that model, we usually recommend, okay, let's do a 3 month study where we first measure the status quo, then we implement some changes on the second phase, and then on the third phase, we measure the impact of the changes that we've implemented. So that's a project-based approach. On the other hand, we also offer this on a subscription model, wherein we just simply connect directly to the cameras, and we pull from the stream, and automatically the system does the counting and the measurement of all the metrics for them, and then we just reflect that data straight to the dashboard.
that is incredible and phenomenal technology. And I'm
Thank
excited
you.
for you to continue to scale up. This is definitely going to pull us forward as and it's fantastic. I also had my second small question was just regarding privacy of the customers. Do you have a put on the store door that, oh, if you enter this store, you're being
Yeah.
analyzed for data studies, or does that not take
That's a
into
very good
consideration?
question, Chris, ah. Okay yun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thanks for that. Actually, I've been waiting for that question. I never go to a talk without being asked that question. Um, the thing about
Yes,
data
yes, of
privacy,
course.
yeah. The thing about data privacy, I don't know if you've noticed, I never mentioned facial recognition. This is precisely because we
Yes, you
don't
do.
use facial recognition in accordance with data privacy. So our system is
Mm,
able to count people even without seeing faces. Even if they're just seeing the head or the back of the head of a person, we're able to count that. And we don't store images. So when we were
um,
also in talks with the National Privacy Commission, they also told us that um, the thing about data privacy is it only kicks in if you're capturing personal information that allows
mm,
anyone to personally identify specific people. But because our system doesn't do that, our system simply says at this particular time there were this much people in this particular area. That's all our system does. So uh, the data in itself is by nature already anonymized. So it's not like we're saying at this particular place at this time, winner B was at this particular store. It's not like that. But we're just
I
saying there
see.
was X number of people in this area. So that's why we've also made it our policy to not use facial recognition and to not use what do you call this? I sorry, not record or save images of people because we respect data privacy.
Mm,
All
that
right.
is
That's a very
incredible
good
because I
question,
got worried
Chris.
about that when I saw the squares around people's
Yeah.
faces. So
So it's really just
thank
people
you for
detection. No, it's not
clarifying.
facial
It's
recognition.
phenomenal
Mm.
work. Absolutely phenomenal
Thank
work.
you.
More
Mm-mm.
power to you.
All right. That's a very good one. And let's now go to Patrick. Pat, do
Got
you
it.
have a
Yes.
question
Thank you.
for Raf?
Oo. Oo, nagsasalita ako kanina.
Na-disconnect pala ako.
Nothing new.
So,
Ah,
yeah. So,
Nasa Pilipinas tayo.
first
Mm.
of all,
Mahina po ang
congratulations
internet eh.
sa Retail Gate kasi
Thank you.
I'm very amazed and delighted na meron na palang ganitong technology available locally kasi una ko tong nakita abroad. So sabi ko saan magandang technology to na magagamit ng mga Filipino businesses. So una kong
Mm-mm.
tanong is uh, how big is the industry now? Yung kamusta? Ilan ba yung industry players ngayon? And how do you position yourself sa industry?
You mean our industry or our market?
Yes. Your industry. Yes, your industry.
Okay. Okay. In our industry, particularly doing this technology, our competitors would be actually the CCTV manufacturers from China. So there are only two big players there. I won't name them na lang, but for those who are familiar naman with CCTVs, you'd know the two biggest names of CCTV. So they actually also offer the same capability with their cameras, but the difference that we offer is that we utilize the existing cameras. If for those other providers that we're competing with, if you want to be able to count your customers, you have to install their new cameras. Whereas sa amin, may camera ka na dyan, let's just work with that, and then we can already give you the data. That's how we position
So,
different.
So, sa umpisa pa lang, cost na talaga yung edge nyo,
Yes.
di ba? Kasi
Yes.
they don't need to invest additionally for cameras just to be able to utilize this AI technology. No?
Yes. Because we are not a system integrator, we're not a hardware company, we're actually a software and analytics company.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Mabenta yan kasi nandun pala, ang laki na ng edge ng cost pa lang eh. So, mas preferred na kayo, service provider. Tapos nun,
Yes.
add ko lang about dun sa data privacy. You said that your cameras only do people detection, no?
Yes.
Is it also possible that nade-detect ba niya yung gender or age ng tao?
Okay. For the gender or age, that's the other solution that we have, what I showed earlier called A Cube. So that one, actually, to be able to accurately do it, we need to see a full facial profile. So we need to see the different details. But again, we're not capturing the images from there. What the system simply does is just identifies the different features in the face and then records that metadata in the back end. So it's just evaluating that based on the facial features. So it's very important yon to have a full facial view, a front-facing view, para mas maayos yung profiling. So a little tip also I have to say to a lot of to our viewers, no, if someone tells you that they are able to profile people pero hindi nakikita yung face, they're just using cameras, but you're not seeing faces, and they're saying we can profile the people. That's a lie. I'm telling you, that's a lie. I've seen that before actually. I saw someone pitching that. They're saying they were just showing the top of the head of people and saying we're able to measure profile and gender. They're like, that's a lie. That's not possible. It's not technologically possible because you need to see the physical features to identify the age and gender.
Very useful kasi yon, no, when in terms of marketing research, yung demographics of the people entering the retail outlet, no. So it really helps the business in terms of marketing communication and marketing campaigns. So alam nila kung sino yung target nila, sino yung pumapasok, diba? So that's very good. And last question.
Sure.
Kasi this kind of technology is very, very good for medium and large business, retail businesses. Kasi you will see the return kapag tumaas yung conversion. Makikita mo kaagad talaga na it will be worth the investment. So, doon naman sa small scale retail businesses, are you targeting them, or do they also have the same opportunity to take advantage of this technology?
Actually, it really
given that there's a cost related to it, no?
Yes. Actually, it really depends on how we define small, medium, and large, right? the standard definition that we get for SMEs is based on the number of people and the
Employees,
assets that they
yes.
have. But the reality is, you could get someone classified as a small enterprise because they have a small workforce, maybe a team of 10 or less, but they're actually raking in millions because of, it's not because of their people, but it's because of the value that they're driving. So that in itself, by definition, the strictest definition, they're a small enterprise. But to me, they're a high value client for me. So that's where we would be really helping them. For them, actually, we would ask what exactly do you want to understand in the first place. We help them really flesh it out. What kind of data do you want to capture? What kind of insights do you want to validate or to flesh out even further? That's how we define them or and determine ano ba yung solutions that we want. It could be something that we already have, or it can also offer a custom AI solution for them that we will really build specifically for that use case.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
May tanong
Yeah,
ka pa, Pat?
yeah, thank you.
Wala
And
na.
more power to Retail Gate. I wish you the best.
All right. Thank you so much. At napakaganda ng talakayan natin. Pero syempre, kailangan mayroon pa ring manggagaling na tanong sa ating millennial market. Ayan, si Ren, ang representative ng mga millennial. Ang student co-host from Lyceum of the Philippines University, Mr. Ren Buluran. Ren, go ahead.
Hello po. Meron lang
Hi,
po
Ren.
ako isang tanong. Hello po.
Yeah.
And sa mga student entrepreneur na katulad ko, ano po yung mga may papayo nyo sa amin na may maliit na capital pero magagamit namin yung artificial intelligence?
Okay.
Kumbaga papayo.
Paano gagamitin ng AI? Okay. Here's the thing about AI. No? First things first, AI, I have to say, is hindi siya solution to everything. So it really depends. AI actually, however, AI is a very powerful tool. No? But the first thing you need to answer is, what is your objective? Ano yung gusto mong ma-achieve through using any technology that you want to use in the first place, be it AI or any other type of technology. But once you're clear on that, and you determine that AI is the right tool to be used, the next thing that you need to answer is, what data will you use? Because AI runs on data. Data is the fuel of artificial intelligence. So you need to find the right data to be able to train your AI model to churn out the right output. So the most basic and fundamental principle kasi with AI is garbage in, garbage out. Kung maganda yung papasok mo na data that will train the artificial intelligence algorithm and the model, then you can expect good output. However, if you put in corrupted data or biased data, then you can also expect bad output. So it's simple: garbage in, garbage out. Always remember, you have to use the right quality of data. But to determine what data you need in the first place, you need to be clear, ano ba yung objective mo in the first place? Why do you need artificial intelligence? Now, once you answer those two questions clearly and you are able to execute properly, then the next question na lang is, how accurate are your results? And you just go back to the second one. To improve the accuracy, you improve the data that you put in. And it just goes on and on from there.
Thank you po.
Alright. Guys, break ko lang saglit. Merong gusto magpa-shout out. No? Si Kayan, friend ni Chris Taker, is former workmate mo raw, Raf, sa lab
Yeah,
sa UPD. UP Diliman, no?
Yes.
Ayan. Shout out din sa ating shout out din sa ating Caroli Pagaspas. Nag-greet siya sa atin. Mabuhay daw tayo and welcome back. Ayan, hello Rolly. And shout out din sa aking mga fellow Rizal Club shooters, especially kay Brother Shad Barbaran. Ayan, shoutout sa'yo. Kamusta ka? Happy Sunday, bro. At sa lahat po ng nakikinig sa amin globally, magandang umaga po sa inyo. Ang talakayan po natin ngayon ay tungkol sa technology. Particularly, ang ating guest ay si Mr. Rafael Layosa from Retailgate. He's the founder and CEO of Retailgate. And Retailgate is in the field of artificial intelligence. Ayan. Ayan. Alright. Ako, Raf, may isa pa akong question eh. Maaring related to dun sa binanggit ni paring Ren and paring Patrick costing, no? Maaari mo bang i-share sa ating mga audience kung magkano ang iyong produkto finally para malaman na nila kasi sometimes it all boils down to affordability. Kahit anong ganda ng product mo, kung nobody can afford it, wala rin, 'di ba? So ako alam ko na yung presyo pero yung ating mga kasama kasama natin ngayon and ating mga audience globally, please share with them gaano ka-affordable, Raf. Kasi pag sinabing artificial intelligence, parang natatakot na eh. Naku, mahal yan. Kailangan budgetan yan.
Sobrang
Baka hindi
high-tech,
approve ng...
no?
Oo. Baka wala kaming pera pangbili niyan. Guys, partners, si Raf napakabait nito. Yung kanilang startup ay talagang ginawa for the Filipino market, therefore very, very affordable. Ako na nagsasabi. Inunahan ko na si Raf. Sige, Raf, magkano ba yung produkto nyo? Yung serbisyo nyo?
Yes, actually, we can drive more, the more cameras, that's why we also ask it, no? How many cameras are we going to work with? Kasi the more cameras we're going to work with, the better discounts we could drive in. And it could go as low as 5,000 per camera per month.
You see, very affordable.
Wow.
5,000 pesos, di ba? Oh, we thought before kapag AI, you will spend millions eh. Di ba? Oh. Heavy investment.
Yes.
Diba? Pero hindi pala. Oo.
It really depends lang din kasi, like I always say, it depends on the objective and yung use case. Some people would think kasi, okay, paano yun? Yung store ko, meron akong betting camera. Paano yan? No? Mahal-mahal nun. I'll tell them, wait lang, what's your objective? If your only objective is to measure conversion, then all we need to know is the traffic coming in. I only need one camera from your entrance. That's it. So let's just give me multiple stores. Let's set it up together. Let's make it a package. Let's cover, let's say, 10 stores. And I can already give you a big discount. It could go as low as 5,000 per store.
Wow. Oh, ayan shout out sa lahat ng mga retailers na nakikinig sa amin out there. Alam nyo, partner ng V81 Radio, ang Philippine Retailers Association, PRA. Napakasugid po nating partner niyan.
Yes,
alam mo yan, Raf, di ba? Oh. Si Caroli Pagaspas ay isa sa mga... ayan. Si Caroli Pagaspas, ang ating program head, ay isang masugid din taga-suporta ng PRA. Ayan. So, alam mo na, Raf, no? Ang iyong market ay nandirito at bilang isang kapamilya ka naman namin, dapat magtulungan tayo sa ating mga negosyo. Ire-recommenda ka namin sa kanila, lalo na ngayon after hearing your presentation, seeing your presentation today. Ayan. So, Ren, nasagot na yung iyong katanungan sa halagang 5,000. You can start using artificial intelligence, di ba, sa negosyo mo.
Opo, nasagot.
Di ba? Maaari nyo nang pag-ipunan ang halagang 5,000 sa loob ng isang taon. Baka kayang-kaya na yan. Di ba? Para next year, 2021, may AI ka na. Di ba?
Looking forward po doon, sir.
Oo. Rap, matanong ko lang, sa inyong company, the way you market your company, the way you sell your company to your customers, are you also using AI?
Well, actually, with AI, the use case for AI is really more on targeted advertising. Yes. So, right now we are still building our database actually, no. So it's
Mm,
about, like I mentioned, finding the right data, no. So we're
mm.
still finding the right client data, so that we can use that to leverage on AI as well, to market and advertise our services. So pero
Yeah.
until we get the right maturity in the data set for that, we're still using the normal route, no? The traditional route of advertising it
All right.
on LinkedIn, on social media, mga ganon.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Since you mentioned that, I want to go back to my original question to you. When you were starting,
Mm,
ano yung mga basic technology that you use for your startup to really get there where you are now? Where you at, kumbaga, you're in a position of parang almost successful na eh. But when you were starting,
mm,
what kinds of technology available out there that you use for your startup to get there?
mm.
Mm.
Um, well, at first it was the basic was just really connecting with the right people on LinkedIn. No,
LinkedIn,
I really leverage,
all right?
yeah, LinkedIn, finding the right contacts, getting connected. It's
Mhm.
just really finding the right people and the right dose of kapal ng mukha to really
Lakas ng loob
just say
and
hi,
kapal ng mukha.
laugh.
Tama.
Yes. And that's the thing about ano kasi, since we're really a B2B, we have to find the right people, approach. Sometimes we have to approach even, and actually even more, even better nga, when we approach the executives, the business owners, mga ganon. So that's where as simple as using the tools that we use, like LinkedIn, simple deck using PowerPoint, and then just email. We do some email blasts. We do some leads generation. We use some CRM tools that are plugged in with Gmail, that allows us to better manage our funnel, and then just keep collecting data on the changing. That's the thing. Then also the data set always changes as people also jump from one company to another. So we're also following nasa na sila ngayon. And then we're just
Yeah.
keeping connected with always.
All right. So that's a
Mm.
very good kumbaga message that you're sending to our audience out there, that you don't need to do a deep technology in the very beginning like AI, no, just to
Mm-mm.
market your company or your startup, no. You can make use of the available technologies out there like LinkedIn, Facebook page, 'di ba? Instagram, or even build your own website, no. It's a very basic thing to do when you're trying to put up your own company, no.
Mm-mm.
And then if you really want to market further your company and try to understand your customers behavior or your market behavior, then there's artificial intelligence for you. So napakalawak ng mga technology tools that you can use as a startup para magamit mo sa iyong pagma-market ng
Mm-mm.
negosyo mo, no? Ah, Napakarami mong
Yes,
options
that's right.
kumbaga.
For us then, yun.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Ra.
Yeah. For us actually, one of the basic things, yeah, thanks for mentioning that, winner, no? Our website also has all the information about our company and our services. So it's just www.retailgate.co. Uh,
Yeah.
and then we've posted there all our technologies, and the white paper on our technology, so that a better appreciation on the use case of our technologies.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so it's a message, Raf, that if AI or artificial intelligence is kumbaga not at the budget right now, meron pa tayong pwedeng gamitin ibang technology tools for our startups to really advance, ano. Okay, but of
Mm.
course, if you can afford the
Yeah.
AI tools of Mr. Rafael Layosa, which is just 5,000 pesos, then by all means, bilhin nyo na. Di ba, Raf? No? Of course, you know, I think
Yes.
partner si Raf binigay sa atin 'yan ng ni Lord para maka-afford tayo ng AI, 'di ba? Kasi nga akala natin before ang AI talagang napakamahal. And sabi nga ni Patrick kanina sa ibang bansa niya lang nakikita 'yan, no? So si
Mm-mm.
Rafael ay isang blessing to the Filipino people, no? Raf,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much for
Mm-mm.
giving us your time this Sunday, and I'm very very sure marami ka na-inspire at marami kaming napulot sa iyo today. Any last words from you for for anyone, your customers, your potential clients, or for all audience of Startup Nation na nanonood at nakikinig ngayon? Anong mensahe mo sa kanila?
Yun. So thanks for that, winner. No, very true what you said. Na, for us, it's not about the cost, but rather for us, how can we help? No, what's the solution? No, we look into what's the objective, what's the problem, and then from there we can work on it together. No, we could offer either the technologies that we already have, or we offer let's customize something, a specific AI tool for your use, no, specific to solve your needs, no. And in terms of our technologies that are already available, we optimize our costs for our market talaga. So like I said, with Eagle Eye, it could go as low as 5,000 pesos a month per camera yon. So that really makes it more optimized a cost. And at the same time, um tawag dito, we're always open for any inquiries, no. And you can always just check out our website. That's www.retailgate.co. Or you could email me, that's RT Layosa, that's R for Rafael, T is actually my middle name, Torres, Layosa at retailgate.co. So yun, and then we could keep in touch, and love to hear then how can we help, no? Because for us, when we say we're putting the AI in retail, AI actually, when we say putting the AI in retail, it's not just artificial intelligence, no. Three things about AI that we offer: it's the use of artificial intelligence to gather analytical information, and most importantly, to find actionable insights. And that's the value that we give our clients when we say we are putting the AI in retail. Thanks.
All right, very well said. Thank you so much, Mr. Rafael Layosa from Retail Gate,
Thank
founder and
you.
CEO. Maraming salamat sa iyo sa pagpapaunlak. Again, kami ang Startup Nation, at sa lahat po na nakikinig sa amin globally, kayo po ay bibitinin namin sandali. Wag po kayong aalis. Magbabalik po ang Startup Nation. Nowhere to go but up.
Back up!
Magbabalik ang Startup Nation. Startup Nation. Startup Nation. Nowhere to go but up. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio Worldwide. Connected ka na ba para laging updated sa mga bagong shows, promos, trending news, viral videos, events, o patok na OPM hits? Just follow us on Facebook at V81 Radio South Manila. Simple lang, itype lang ang letter V81 Radio South Manila. O di ba madali lang? Kaya i-like at i-follow na. Permant na! Maaga ang pamasko na hatid sa inyo ng Home Not Alone Songs from Home Season 2 ngayong September. Powerhouse OPM artists from Viva Records ang makakakwentuhan at kantahan ni Papa Gio, Janine Tinioso, Marion, Michael Keith, and Joe E. Kaya wag nang magpahuli. Tumutok na every Wednesday at 7 p.m. California time or Thursday 10 a.m. Philippine time. Kasama ang inyong maestro, si Papa Gio sa V81 Radio, Los Angeles. Walang kasing saya ang Paskong Pinoy. Dumaan man ang problema at pandemya, kayang-kayang lampasan basta't nagdadamayan at nagmamahalan.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Tuloy na tuloy pa rin ang Pasko dito sa V81 Radio Worldwide.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Oh, V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
Balikan na natin ang Startup Nation. Startup Nation. Startup Nation. Nowhere to go. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio Worldwide.
Nagbabalik po ang Startup Nation. Kamusta kayo ulit mga partners na nakikinig sa amin globally? Ako po si Winner B at kasama ko po of course ang aking mga regular partners, si Dr. D, Chris Taker, at ang newest member of our family, si Patrick. Ayan, wala pang screen name si Patrick, pero magkakaroon po yan, malapit na. Ipapanganak na ang kanyang screen name. No? Hintayin natin ang ating screen name ng ating bagong kasama. And of course, kasama pa rin natin ngayon ang student co-host from Lyceum of the Philippines University, si Ren Buluran. Ayan. Kayo po ay nanonood ng Startup Nation, Season 1, Episode 12, talking about technology. Ayan. O, kamusta mga partners? Ang ganda ng usapan kanina. Di ba?
Yes.
Ang dami natin natutunan. Yeah. Dr. D,
Sa movies ko lang nakikita yung mga ganun eh.
Oo, di ba? Sabi nga ni Dr. D, yung mga AI robot, ano? Sa movies lang madalas naririnig at nakikita, no? Dr. D, anong masasabi po sa ating talakayan kanina?
Napakaganda, no? Lalo na ngayon with the advent of digitization. Talagang kasama na sa new normal lalo ang importance ng data. No? And in any business, regardless of industry, talagang ang data ang importanteng tignan, no? Para yung mga changes in terms of behavior ng mga customers, no? Yung mga customer needs and wants, maka-adjust ang isang company. And I guess in terms of yung startup guest natin kanina na si Raf, doon napakita niya na kahit sila, even if they're an AI company as well, they make the most out of data, and they always make sure to assess yung kanilang value or the value that their business brings.
Napakaganda, napaka-high-tech ng kanilang produkto, no? At kumbaga napakasarap makita na meron ng ganyan sa Pilipinas, tama? Kasi dati nga wala eh, hindi tayo nakakakita o nakakarinig niyan, no? Ngayon, abot kamay na lang natin yung artificial intelligence services or products nila Retail Gate, no? Chris Taker, ikaw, anong masasabi mo sa ating discussion kanina? Natuwa ka ba? Marami ka bang natutunan?
Oh, yeah. So much. Greatly masyadong blown away ako kasi it was really just uplifting and inspiring to see that kind of research being done here sa Pilipinas. I think we need to do more of it. Grabe naman, scale up ito. This idea is just phenomenal, and it's greatly impacting, it's measurable impact on businesses. And I'm sure if it was scaled up, you could see the impact on entire communities that are being benefited by these blossoming businesses because of this kind of technology. So it's just really exciting, and nagigil ako. I'm so So, proud to be Filipino. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's great.
Nakaka-proud
It's great.
talaga. Mm, mm.
Yes.
Ang gagaling naman talaga ng mga Pilipino pagdating sa technology, 'di ba?
Mm,
Napapatunayan natin 'yan sa mga gine-guest natin dito sa Startup Nation. Nagugulat tayo lagi. Wow, Pinoy pala ang nakaisip niyan. Pinoy pala yung gumagawa niyan, 'di ba? Ang sarap sa pakiramdam, 'di ba? Tama ba, Patrick?
mm.
Si Pat,
Yes.
anong masasabi mo, Pat? Being your
Uh,
first time in Startup
Oo.
Nation. Oh.
Oo. Yeah. Well, we have already mentioned yung about sa kung gaano kaganda yung AI technology na to, no? Pero as we are discussing, ang na-realize ko talaga is yung message na dapat maintindihan lagi ng mga aspiring and beginner na startup entrepreneurs na it really all boils down to value. Anong value yung mabibigay mo sa customer mo? So, what is that value? Who are your customers and what are their problems? So, yung presentation ni Retail Gate, sobrang linaw na pinakita yon. Sino yung mga customer nila, ano yung mga problema nila, and how Retail Gate is addressing that that problem and how can they offer a solution to their problem. Yun yung basics of a business na kailangang pag-isipan ng mga startup entrepreneurs natin. And pag yun yung nasagot nila, mas madali na yung marketing, mas madali na yung selling. So, hindi na nila masyadong magiging problema yung paghanap ng customers kasi yun pa lang dapat ang uunahin talaga na yun talaga yung priority. Offering a solution to a problem.
Correct. At napaka-practical nung kanilang offer with a very practical use to the businesses, 'di ba? Hindi natin nakalain that AI can be sold this way. Ako, yun ang take ko dun sa presentation. I didn't know na kayang i-simplify yung AI in terms of selling it. Kasi parang sa akin, it's too huge of a technology. Parang yun nga, I need to invest millions of budget, no, just to have an AI facility. Pero na-package ni Retail Gate in a very retail manner, 'di ba?
Yes. Very accessible to a retail entrepreneur. Hindi mo kailangan maging multi-million business para magkaroon ng ganong klaseng technology for your business. Diba?
At saka linis ng pagkakapaliwanag ni Rafael, ni Raf, no. Ang linis in a way na naiintindihan mo kagad yung functionality niya, 'di ba? Yung features niya, yung purpose niya, and yung price. Plain and simple, napakaganda nung pagpapaliwanag niya. Ako, partners, meron akong gusto ko lang i-mention, no. This is very worth mentioning kasi we always say and we always complain na walang nagagawa yung gobyerno sa mga startups. Pero kanina kinuwento ni Rafael, tinulungan sila ng DOST, no. Sinuport sila ng DOST. So I guess we should congratulate our government din minsan-minsan, 'di ba? Sometimes we always tend to say na walang masyadong support para sa mga startup founders, pero pinapakita ni Raf kanina na meron naman no, hindi naman lagi na walang support. So sometimes meron naman palang mga support na dumarating sa mga startup founders. So, wag lang tayo mahihiyang kumatok siguro sa mga pintuan kagaya ng DOST. Oo. So, Department of Science and Technology, salamat po sa inyo sa pag-support sa fellow startup natin na si Retail Gate. Ayan. So, nakatanggap sila ng funding doon eh. Alright. Ren, anong masasabi mo sa talakayan kanina? Nag-enjoy ka ba? Marami ka bang natutunan? Meron ka bang mga tanong na hindi pa nasasagot?
Okay. So far nasagot naman po yung mga tanong ko kanina and napakagaling kasi nung presentation ni Sir, naintindihan ko and may mga feedback sa akin yung mga kaibigan ko na okay daw, malinaw daw yung presentation and nagulat siya sa presyo kasi affordable pala talaga siya.
Yeah.
And hindi ko na-expect na possible siya dito sa atin since wala naman tayong ganun kalaking budget para sa ganun.
Okay.
Lalo sa mga business.
Yeah. Ren, ikaw, startup ka. You were mentioning earlier na meron kang mga businesses, ano? Siguro naman, kahit papano, marami kang napulot na sa talakayan natin how to use technology to amplify or to advance your business interest. No? Anong mga tingin mo after this show, anong mga gagawin mo na? No? Yung tipong hindi ka makakatulog mamaya sa sobrang excitement na gagawin mo na dapat bukas
Actually,
sa business mo.
Sobrang daming information kasi na nakuha ko, parang kailangan ko pa silang isa-isahin eh.
Okay.
Kumbaga, sobrang dami. Hindi ko pa alam kung ano yung mga gagawin ko sa ngayon. Pero for sure, magkakaroon naman ako ng mga innovative.
Yeah, innovation sa company mo ngayon, no? Maaring pwede mong balikan yung ating napag-usapan kanina na kung hindi pa kaya yung level of artificial intelligence tools, maaari ka mag-settle down muna dun sa mga basic technologies available kagaya ng LinkedIn. Kasi alam nyo, ang LinkedIn ginagamit yan for business networking. So if you have a business, whether big or small, you may choose to be present in LinkedIn. Facebook page, di ba?
Yeah.
Website, Instagram. But
But
I'm sure rin, no? Familiar ka sa mga to, no?
meron naman na po.
Yan. Alright,
Kasi
meron na. So,
Kasi yung Facebook and LinkedIn, at the back of it, they are also using AI technology. So tayo
correct.
as a small scale startup businesses, we can take advantage of the same technology habang nag-uumpisa pa lang tayo.
Na-mention natin kanina yung tinatawag nating affordability. Kasi sabi ko nga, mga partners, hindi naman natin dapat pilit din yung isang technology na hindi pa natin afford at the moment. Kaya nga, marami namang available na libre. No? Itong mga libre, ang laking tulong din naman. No? Marami akong mga kakilala na talagang natulungan ng Facebook marketing sa mga business nila. Naging successful sila without having to spend a lot sa mga marketing activities. Facebook lang, ang laki na nang naitutulong sa kanila. No? But sabi nga natin, basic also yung having a website. If you are a startup company, parang it's somehow mandatory na meron kang digital presence. So, kapag ka medyo may budget ka ng konti, you can build your own website. In fact, meron mga website platforms na libre, no? Meron naman mga website platforms that you can build your own website na libre siya, no? Di naman lahat ng website kailangan bayaran. Of course, meron mga for a fee, yun yung mga medyo magaganda na features. Ayan. So, again, kung wala naman kayong budget pa, you can use Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn, mga libre yan. Alright? Okay, so, mga partners, I can give you time to greet anyone o meron kayong gustong pasalamatan. I'm sure, no? Yung long list ni Dr. D, mukhang naipon na. Mukhang 1 month na tayong hindi nakita-kita. So, let's start with Dr. D. Lahat ng gusto mong batiin, pasalamatan, i-acknowledge mga mahal natin sa buhay. Go ahead, partner.
Alright, so of course, maraming salamat sa lahat ng sumusubaybay sa amin sa Startup Nation. And of course, to all of my students from De La Salle University, University of Asia and Pacific, and Ateneo de Manila. Thank you for watching us, and we hope that we will continue to inspire you and bring you more knowledge, lalo na lahat kayo, you're enrolled in business course, no? And of course, I'd like to say hi to my mom who's in Italy. Hi, mommy. I miss
Hello,
you.
tita.
And of course, my grandparents. Hello to them as well.
Alright.
So, yun lang naman. Hindi mahaba. Pinaikli ko na, partner.
Wala bang special someone na babatian siya?
Wala,
Nako.
family.
Okay, okay.
Family.
Okay, partner. Peace. Okay,
Hmm.
so Chris Taker, baka meron kang mga gustong batiin dyan.
I just want to say thank you so much to Startup Nation for an incredible show. I learned so much today and I'm so inspired. Ulit. Every week naman, I learn something new and something I can share or something I can, do or introduce into my community here in Muntinlupa City. So thank you so much, Paul, for that. And to all my lions and all of my supporters, maraming salamat po, especially my lion queen mama, my mom
Hello,
in the United
tita.
States, and my family, and uh, you know, all over. I just love you all so much and thank you for your support. And I would just like to do another quick shout out for Miss Universe Philippines. We
Oh,
have
yes.
our pay-per-view, yes, Ring Light series, which is premiering at your request, pay-per-view on September 29th. So up until September 29th,
Wow.
you can still subscribe on empire.ph. That's www.empire.ph. And if you use my code RL Muntinlupa, 15% of your proceeds will go to my chosen beneficiary, who's actually my
Wow.
sponsor child, an abandoned disabled child named PJ. He's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
He lives at Chosen Children's Village Foundation here in Cavite, where I am
Mm.
right now. And
Okay.
PJ, along with 75 other abandoned children, receive care at Chosen Children's Village Foundation. So it is a phenomenal organization that really makes sure each child realizes that they're alive for a purpose and that they are indeed chosen. And
Mm-hmm.
Miss Universe Philippines gave us that opportunity to choose that beneficiary. So thank you so much, Miss Universe Philippines, as an organization. And we're also supporting World Wildlife Fund's conservation efforts too when you purchase your subscription, and the AHA Foundation, which is
Mm-hmm.
providing free education to disadvantaged communities right now during this pandemic to be able to access hope, to be access tangible skills, and they're really boots on the ground and they're phenomenal. So, AHA Learning Center, excuse me. So, thank you so much again, and please check out empire.ph and subscribe using my code RL Muntinlupa. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Thank
I
you.
would just like to reiterate that Chris Taker is our official candidate in the upcoming Miss Universe Philippines, which will be
Yeah.
held on September. When
It
will
will
it
be
be?
held October 25th,
October.
the coronation night. But
Oh,
the
wow. October
behind the
25.
scenes making of a queen is a pay-per-view episode that's going to be
Uh,
airing September 29th. So, would love to have you all tune in live and at
yes.
the same time support three incredible organizations, including my
Yes.
personal sponsor child,
Yes. All
who is
right.
an abandoned disabled child at CCB. So thank you so much, Roy,
Thank you so
and
much,
our startup
Chris.
family.
Yes, we'll be
Thank
there. We'll
you.
be there to support you. Yeah, so Chris Taker is the representative of Muntinlupa City in the Miss Universe Philippines. Yeah. Good luck, partner. Good luck.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Oh,
Good luck po.
bring home the bacon.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Patrick, our newest member in Startup Nation family and will
Yeah.
be a permanent co-host now with us every Sunday. Patrick, last words from you. You want to greet anyone? Please feel free.
Yeah, ay gusto ko lang magpasalamat no sa Startup Nation for this opportunity na makinig sa very relevant and valuable discussion. At
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward sa mga susunod pang episodes na marami tayong matututunan at marami tayong may inspire na mga kababayan natin na gustong magnegosyo at interesado na maging negosyante no para may angat yung kabuhayan nila. So asahan nyo na yung kung ano yung pwede kong may bahagi sa inyo, makontribute ko, bibigay ko sa inyo. And we will all learn from this experience. So I'm just excited sa mga susunod pang episodes. Thank
We're
you.
very excited as well, Pat. Thank you so much. Okay, Ren. Batiin mo na ang iyong
Hello
mga
po.
masugid na followers.
Yan.
No? Yan, no?
Mahaba po ang listahan.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Batiin mo silang lahat.
Gusto ko lang rin po muna magpasalamat sa Startup Nation sa pag-imbita sa inyong programa, and binabati ko rin po yung mga taga Malabon, also yung mga teachers sa Tinajeros National High School, also yung mga taga LPU sa aking mga teachers and classmates and fellow multimedia arts students. And syempre yung family and friends ko na nanonood po sila ngayon. And lastly yung friend ko watching po siya from San Jose, California. Ayun.
Wow.
Hi Casey. Ayun po. Yun lang
Okay
po.
na? Yun lang? Kala ko mahaba. Oo. Alright. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Ren, sa pagpapaunlak sa aming imbitasyon dito sa Startup Nation. At bilang parte na ng aming pamilya, especially sa pamilya ng mga student co-hosts, magkakaroon pa tayo ng mga engagement sa mga darating na araw. So, keep your lines open. Kakontakin ka namin kasi marami tayong mga darating na activities, no? Para sa Startup Nation family. Alright? Okay, mga partners, mga audience na nakikinig po sa atin globally, kailangan na po namin magpaalam. So dito po nagtatapos ang aming programang Startup Nation. Muli po, maraming salamat sa aming mga tagapakinig at taga-subaybay sa buong mundo. We're inviting you to follow us on Facebook and subscribe with us in our YouTube channel. Marami po kayong matututunan dito sa mundo ng startups. This is Winner B, reminding you again not to be afraid to take risks in your life. If you win, you can lead. If you fail, you can guide. Ayan. Sa susunod po na episode ng Startup Nation will be episode 13. No? Episode 13. Second to the last episode po for season 1. We will be talking about failures and recoveries. Mga startup na fail pero naka-recover. Napakagandang mga kwento.
Wow, very inspiring yan.
Correct. Kaya wag po kayong aalis sa pagsubaybay sa amin. Every Sunday po, kakasama nyo na kami. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Regular nyo na po mapapakinggan at mapapanood ang Startup Nation. Yun po, maraming salamat po ulit. At marami po sana kayo napulot sa amin, sa aming maliit na pamilya, ngayong umaga ng linggo, September 13. At magpapaalam na po kami. Lagi po niyong tatandaan, Startup Nation, nowhere to go but up.
Narito na ang programang tutulong sa mga startups sa Pilipinas. Startup Nation. Magbibigay ng mga patnubay at gabay at magsisilbing tulay sa mga importanteng tao para ang isang startup ay magtagumpay. Startup Nation. Pinangungunahan ng mga taong puno ng karanasan sa mundo ng startup, akademya at negosyo. Winner B at Dr. D at ang muka at boses ng mga millennials, si Chris Taker. Startup Nation. Startup Nation. Tuwing linggo, 10 a.m. Philippine Time. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio Worldwide. Walang kasing saya ang Paskong Pinoy. Dumaan man ang problema at pandemya, kayang-kayang lampasan basta't nagdadamayan at nagmamahalan.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Tuloy na tuloy pa rin ang Pasko dito sa V81 Radio Worldwide.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Oh, V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.